Helen, coming off of a very successful weekend in Tacoma, give us a wrap-up of the wins at Puget Sound and Pacific Lutheran.
I thought, for three halves we played really well. The first half of PLU, I mean, they did some things that made it difficult for us, so there's some credit to do there. But, I thought we played really well. We played hard, especially at this time of year where people are pretty banged up and sore and just tired, and we just started our term. I was really happy with our focus and how hard we played and just our approach to the game, and that we didn't back down from people being physical with us. And I felt like we dictated a lot of the games on both nights, and so I was really happy. Anytime you can go to Tacoma, I mean, those two teams are always well coached and play hard, and we haven't swept there very often. I think twice now have we swept that road trip, so always really excited to come back with 2 wins on that trip.
And now we're heading into a big weekend with Linfield and George Fox on Friday and Saturday, and a game that's you can't look forward to, but it's hard not to look forward to, coming up the following Tuesday against Whitman. Just talk about where the team is at mentally, knowing that they have such important games for the chase for the championship.
And I think we've taken the approach that every game is equally as important, because if you don't win the games last weekend, then there's more pressure and more stress, or these games maybe change their importance. But there's no question, when you're playing the other top teams in the league and nationally ranked teams, and then Linfield, who's a really high quality team, that you've got to be ready to play. And I think, my players like that. They stepped up when they played those teams on the road, and so I feel pretty comfortable about how we're going to approach it. And we're going to approach it like we do every other game, and just say, hey, here's the things we need to do to win these games, and here's the things we need to do to try to stop them, and here's what they want to do well, and here's how we're going to approach it. And but it's fun to try to knock off a nationally ranked team or a team that's above you, and so we'll just kind of talk about that and how we did that last year at times, and just kind of focus on that we've done this. Here's what we need. Here's what's helped us be successful in those moments. And I'll have a better feel today, after a long bus trip home, and I'll have a better feel for kind of where we are mentally and getting that going for this week.
And for those who weren't able to see our games at George Fox and at Linfield down there, what do those teams bring? What's the scouting report that we can expect to see from them?
Something that's a little bit different that both teams do is they zone a lot more than a lot of the teams that we play. So, getting our zone offense kind of just ready to go. They're really different from each other in the sense that, well, they kind of aren't, but they both go inside, but go inside differently. So I think people would think they're kind of similar, but how they get the ball into their posts and the sets that they run are very different offensively, and they're both balanced. They both have an outside attack. It's not like you just go, you got to stop their posts, and their guards aren't going to do much. And they handle the ball well. So I think they're teams that are pretty fun to watch. Not when you're playing them, but if I was just going to a game, they'd be fun to watch them play. The way they play, they're well coached, and so we're going to have to bring, a little bit different tone offensively at times, and then we're going to have to really find a way to defend and help in the post, but still get out and take care of things on the perimeter.